What's up, Raider Nation? It's Raider Rich.
Noah.
First of all, Happy New Year, guys. But let's get down to the topic.
6-10.
6-10, guys. You know what sucks? We were just talking. We only beat the Broncos by one game. They ended up 7-11, right?
No, 5.
I mean 5-11, and they were on an 8-game losing streak, guys. We suck as bad as the Broncos. Are you serious? I don't know, guys. What do you guys think of the game, man?
Hey, we suck as bad as the Broncos. They don't even have a quarterback. We have the highest paid.
The highest paid player in the NFL.
Such a disappointing.
I don't know. The news just came down. Jack Del Rio got fired. It was a rumor we've been hearing all day. They're going to try to get Chucky back. You know, John Gruden back in the offer him a big old contract and a little bit of ownership, which I'm at. You know what I mean? I think this year has a lot to blame. It's just not on one person or this or that. It's a bunch of things, and coaching was one of them. As far as mismanaging the clock, firing the wrong coordinator at the beginning of the year, which puzzled everybody. You know what I mean? You fire your offense coordinator, and you keep your fucking shit ass defense coordinator. You know, that was questionable. And then coming into the year, you had Pagano. You waited until like week 10 or 11 or something to make the switch, and it was too late there. You know, so Jack, and we even said on the last few videos, you know, he should have called timeouts. He should have iced the kicker last week. There's a bunch of little things that come into coaching, and then, you know, if you just looks like he lost the locker room at the end. I don't know if, you know, our defense after the switch, our defense did play a lot better, but our offense hasn't played good since week 2, guys. Start off 2-0.
Disgusting. I don't know.
But you know what I'm saying, guys? It's always next year. If you don't get Chuck, I think it'll be
I think that we're gonna get Chucky, huh?
Yeah, we have to. We fired Del Rio already. It's already.
I hope.
It's probably not working. I bet you if we don't hear about it by tonight, it'll be by tomorrow. Chucky's on board, and then
he's gonna bring in his whole. Tell him what you saw on Facebook.
Yeah, that they were saying that if he comes, he's gonna try to talk Rich Gannon into being the quarterback's coach, which I think would be cool as far as
just help out
Carr, you know, because Carr regressed this year. But with Gruden, he's a quarterback coach, and with Rich Gannon helping him out, that'll be A+. You know what I mean? As long as we get some good coordinators in here.
Our offensive coordinator sucks.
Todd Downing, you know, maybe someday he'll be good, but not his first go around. You know, we handed him a fucking Cadillac, and he wrecked our car, wrecked our whole offense, man.
We need to fire him immediately. He needs to be done tonight.
Yeah, he should be the first one. But
we played bad today.
Today we didn't show up. We had the one good pass to Cooper. You know, I thought, man, it was gonna be a good game. It was gonna be a shootout, I thought, but that was it. Actually, Lynch had a solid game. He had over 100 yards rushing, and he got over 10,000 for his career, which was cool. I like to see him. That was cool. In case if he does retire, at least he'll retire with 10,000 receiving yards.
Rushing
yards. Yeah, I hope not too. He ran good. We just misused him the whole first half of the year. We only give him 8 carries a game and shit. Look at what we did when we carried him 19 today, over 100 yards.
And we said that at the beginning. If you go look back some of our older recaps in the season, we said
he gets stronger with more carries. We got at least 20 carries a game. And what it came down to, 20 carries a game, like we were saying. You know what I mean? That's the kind of runner Lynch is, and straight ahead. But can't do nothing now, you know what I mean? Season's over for us. Sit back and watch the playoffs, and, you know, it's going to be a long off season, especially with the new coach, because he's going to bring in his coaches. You know, it's going to see who's going to stay, who's going. Free agents, who we're going to sign, who we're going to let go. Draft. We had a very bad draft class this year.
49ers will win the Super Bowl next. Oh my God, bro.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I think...
as a Niner fan.
The 49ers play better when they got Garoppolo. You know what I mean? I'll give them that. You know, they got something to work with. They're not going to the Super Bowl. There's too many strong teams.
They're not going anywhere.
They're not going.
I don't know why this guy's watching the video. He's all talking trash.
49ers. That sucks.
Nah, but just a sad season, bro. 6-10.
6-10, guys.
Nobody expected that.
Beginning of the season, everyone had us picking the West, being the champs of the West, and you know, Super Bowl caliber team. You know, everyone was picking us to go deep in the playoffs. And
In the first 2 games of the season, it looked like those predictions.
we went into Tennessee, a tough place to go on the road, your first game, and we won them. You know what I mean? Then we came home to the Jets, we manhandled them, and it looked like we were rolling. And then we ran into fucking Washington on that Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
Sunday night prime time, and they destroyed our team because we were never the same team after that. Never the same team. We only won 4 more games after week 2, guys. After that loss, after week 3, the loss to Washington. If you think about it, just a lot of bad play calling. Injuries really didn't affect us. You know, Carter did get hurt.
And injuries happen
sat
every
down.
year, but they
Next man
could
up, you know.
affect. They
Every
affected a
team.
lot of teams way worse than they affected us.
Exactly, that's not just us. So you can't blame injuries. It's football. You're gonna get injuries every year. That's guaranteed. There's no team that goes without injuries. You know what I mean? It's your depth that steps up. You know, the next man up's gotta fucking not make you lose a step. So you know, you can't blame that. You know.
I don't know. I don't like to keep blaming the coordinators, but it comes down a lot on them, both
Yeah.
the offensive and
Our
defensive
offensive coordinator couldn't call a play, and our defensive coordinator couldn't run it. We knew that for 2 years in a row already. I don't know why we gave him a third chance.
Like, who else are we gonna blame if we have the same offense? Who do we do? We replaced Murray with Lynch,
And
then
Holmes with Patterson. Andre Holmes.
the tight end Cook.
Cook.
We got Cook
We just
in.
added him.
Yeah. So
Oh, Rivera.
I don't know how we didn't get improved or even stay the same.
Even stay the same. I mean, we should have improved, but even more, no less, stay the same.
And last year we were like 6th best offense in the league.
This
What
year,
are we?
I doubt if we're even in the 20s. Just,
It's their coordinator. I don't know how to say it.
yeah, just look at our defense. If it ain't the coordinator, you know what I mean? As soon as we made the change in coordinators, our defense was like night and day difference. Made Sean Smith look like an all-pro, guys. The last 2 years for us, Sean Smith looked like garbage under Norton's. Pagano changes up the scheme. Look at Bruce Irvin even. You know, you got to play to your players. You got to know how to use your players. That's what being a smart coach is. Using your players to their best ability, putting them in the right spots to make the plays. That's why we didn't have no interceptions, low on sacks and stuff. You know, once we change it, Pagano starts working with the players that he has because he's a veteran. He knows he ain't a first-year coordinator like Norton was. Same thing on offense. You know, you got to know how to use your players. You got to know how to know when to call plays, certain plays. You got to be in the rhythm of the game. You know, all that stuff takes time and experience. You have 2 guys out there with no experience. You just fucked our whole season up, man. And I think Del Rio got fired because he didn't have no fucking balls to make that change when he was supposed to. He waited too long on the defense and offense. He should have shut it down way before too, man. You know what I mean? But you know, some guys, they're prideful. I mean, like him, he has a lot of pride, and he doesn't want to admit that he failed. And I don't blame him. You know, no man wants to say that they failed. But when your job is on the line, you know what I mean. You got to worry about your family first. You know, you got to make some of those calls. You can't have friends. You got to do a business call. You know what I mean? So I kind of see why he got fired. I mean, he didn't make the calls when he was supposed to.
Kind of sad though. I like Del Rio.
Yeah, he changed our culture around. You know what I mean? He started working, doing what we needed. You know, because we can't forget, guys, we've been shit for a long time, man. Del Rio came in there, changed our culture, got us going in the right direction. It's just, he just didn't. And at first, hiring Ken Norton as a first-year coordinator, I thought it was okay because Jack's defensive background. So I said, oh, Jack, I'll help him out. And then he had Billy Musgrave, and Musgrave's been around the block, so you know it was okay. And, you know, he got us to go. And then doing that switch, I didn't understand it last year in the off season, but it is what it is now, guys. We can't change it.
Del Rio's gone.
Del Rio's gone. Let's see who we get. I'm almost positive it's Chucky from all the rumors, and I don't see us firing Del Rio before we know for sure.
Because that would just leave us with nobody if.
Yeah, that would start us right back from ground zero with nothing.
John Gruden, anyone? Yeah, we hope. We hope.
Yeah, guys, you know what I mean? Like I said, when he was here before, you know what I mean? I always liked him. I mean, it wasn't his fault we traded him. I mean, I don't know what happened with Al Davis. I know Al Davis got all kinds of money and those extra draft picks and stuff, and they got rid of him. I didn't like it back then in 2001, and he rubbed it in our face in 2002 in the Super Bowl. He won. He was the coach. I've always thought he was a good coach. I mean, he's a smart offensive guy, and he's been in the booth. He's been reading everybody's offense, everyone's defense. He knows. It's not like he's been out of football for 10 years not knowing anything.
You need to get rid of Derek and get Kaepernick. He's way better. It's that same guy.
Nah, Kaepernick, he can't even play no more. He's too political. He needs to go ahead and do his thing. I don't have nothing against him. If you want to protest, go ahead and do all that, whatever. I mean, I think he was decent at one time, but it's just all in his head now. Carter's our guy.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Carter's our guy. The whole year was all fucked up. Watch, if you give Gruden, look at even what Charles Woods said, if you put Gruden with Derek Carr, he'll put Derek Carr in the Hall of Fame.
Especially with Rich Gannon.
With Rich Gannon being the quarterback's coach too, that one happens. I think that'd be awesome, man. Rich Gannon, for us Raiders guys, you remember Rich Gannon, guys. MVP season in the NFL for us. He has a lot of knowledge.
Derek Carr will be fine. Can't blame Carr for the loss.
Nah.
I think Carr is fine.
Carr, even when he was hurt, he was out there maybe. That first game coming back from injury, he shouldn't have played because his back was hurt still. He wasn't had a zip on it. But he's a competitor. He's going to give you all he got. Even that Dallas run, when he fumbled at the end, when we had the first, we could have won and stuff. You can't blame that on him, man. He wants to win. He was trying everything he can to win, and I don't blame him for that.
He's only going to get better this offseason. He's going to be back to work.
This season, it just seemed like everything was adding up. And then all of a sudden, it was just out of control already. And
yeah, Carr's good.
Carr's not our problem, guys. It was the offensive play calling and just our scheme of things. You know what I mean?
Because I think they got enough talent around them. Like, what more does he need?
We got the talent. We got the team.
Yeah, like a couple more. Another thing is Crabtree and Marshawn, bro.
Yeah, like they were talking about today, always checking themselves out. You know what I mean? We were in the red zone. Fucking Crabtree's sitting on the side with his fucking stocking hat on. Come on, dude, that's your zone. You're the one that does those fades. You're the one supposed to be the best hands on the fucking team, dude. You're supposed to be out there. You get paid for one thing: be a fucking receiver, get out there and catch the ball. That's all we need from you, bro. And you're over there checking yourself out. Come on, bud.
You can't do that. I don't know why he kind of quit on us.
Yeah, and Lynch, I can see him getting breaks because he fucking runs so fucking hard. He's contact every fucking play, and it's not just one hit and that's it. He's fucking breaking 3 or 4 tackles, using a lot of energy. So I can see him coming out now and then. So I'll give him a little bit of a pass, but still, I don't like to see that shit. You know what I mean? I can see when the coach tells the other player go from the sideline, hey, go change. This is the play, but not when the player is asking to come out.
When you're an NFL player, you're supposed to want to play every down.
Exactly. You don't know if it's your last down or not. You know what I mean? You could get hurt on the next play and not play again or whatever. That's why you're supposed to leave it all on the line every play. You guys are men getting paid millions of dollars to play a game. Go out there and play the fucking game. You know what I mean? Everyone would die to be in your shoes. But can you say, guys, this offseason is gonna be crazy? We got the draft coming. We're gonna have a good draft pick now because we fucking suck this year. So let's see what we do there.
Get a top 10 pick. Look forward to in the draft. Need secondary or linebacker with top pick.
I agree.
I
think secondary for sure.
Yeah.
We need to cut Smith and Emerson. Both those two guys are gonna get overpaid next year, and both of them were trash. Smith, he played okay the last few games, but we can't get fooled. And he has all that legal charges. I think we just cut our ties with both of them. I'd like to see us re-sign Carey, maybe, you know what I mean, as a slot cover. Or he's decent. Carey's decent.
Maybe
But we need Connolly to come and play like a number 1 should, and we need to draft a good one. Maybe go after EJ Apple. How was it? Eli Apple. Or there's gonna be all kinds of free agents, but we do need to address that and our linebackers.
I think Reggie Nelson probably be gone.
Yeah, he's the end of his career. I don't see him. End of his contract, but I don't see us re-signing him.
So maybe a free safety?
Maybe a free safety. We got a couple safeties, Leone and...
Yeah, I don't know. We need help,
We'll see who we keep and we don't, but we do honestly need help. Our linebackers, we got some young linebackers, but
I think time will help.
Time will help them, but it wouldn't hurt if we went and got a badass stud linebacker in the number one linebacker out of college.
Bowman helped out a lot.
Bowman's a stud. I would like to sign Bowman maybe for like a 2-year contract, maybe.
2 more years.
Give him 2 more years. He led our team in tackles. They said 8 of the 9 games he played.
Yeah.
And he came in on a Monday. He played that Thursday, and the leading tackler on our team. He was the captain of our defense the rest of the year. We didn't lose because of him. You know what I mean? He seemed like he's always in the right place. He was putting people in the right spot. I think we deserve to give him a little 2-year contract. He's right towards the end of his career, but he'll help out with helping the younger guys like he did this year. I think Matt's going to get paid. He's going to probably be the highest defensive player of the year next year when free agency, because we're going to sign him to a big contract, probably like what Von Miller got.
Yeah,
and he deserves it. Mac, he's the only guy on defense that played from game 1 to game 16 right now.
He didn't get the sacks, but he did. He still ended up with like 10.5 or 11 or something. But he's not getting like what he got a couple years ago.
But
the
offense has to know where he's at. You know what I mean? When he's out there, they know where he's at because he was wrecking havoc. If he comes in, he'll make the tackle. He'll run you down. He's like I'm saying, he's getting triple team, double team every play. He's doing his job.
You guys think Lynch should play another year or cut him? I'd love to get Barkley from Penn State.
I like Barkley. Barkley's a good running back. I would like to say Barkley and keep Lynch for 1 more year. Lynch had a good year. We just didn't use him right at the first. He still ended up with 800 yards. 800 yards rushing for we didn't really use him. But his tactics, cost us a couple games this year. As far as remember when he touched the ref, and he was out for the Buffalo game, and but that's the way he plays and shit, and that's him. But I think we should keep 1 more year. He was a stud up for us guys. I mean, he got us the yards we needed.
He wasn't like slower.
I think he'll play 1 more year. Yeah, he wasn't really slower. He ran with the same beast mode. He had a lot of good runs for us this year. And like I said, I wouldn't mind drafting a top running back, a big beast, and keeping Lynch to help show him the way to do it, be a professional.
But that would be nice though to get I don't think we will get a running back though.
I don't think a running back will be our first choice. I think we're going to be going strictly defense as far as corner or even maybe a defensive end or safety. I think we need more back out. But we'll see. Time will tell. We'll see what happens.
Middle linebacker, yep.
Yeah, middle linebacker.
Get Mark Davis a new hairstyle, that would help.
Yeah, that sure would. Looks like Dumb and Dumber.
But
if you're a fucking millionaire, you can have your hair any fucking way you want. You have a fucking bald. But,
middle linebacker, Bowman will help us out next year. And we got a lot of up-and-coming ones like...
a lot of young ones. Morrow,
Corey James,
Lee,
Markel Lee.
And
I think experience will help them. They just weren't on the field a lot. They're injured.
Yeah, this year helped them out a lot. And they got injured all.
But I think 1 year of playing.
But if there's the fucking top badass linebacker that's right there in the draft just going to fall in our lap, you snag them up, you know what I mean?
What pick are we going to get?
I bet you we'll be in top 10 or something, like right around 10 or so.
Probably.
I haven't seen yet.
Keep Crabtree or release him?
It depends if we get somebody else on Crab, you know what I mean? At the beginning of the year, if you would have asked me that, I would have said keep Crab. But towards the end of the year, his production fell off. He dropped more than usual. We got around pick 12. See, that's what I was thinking, around 10 or so. So, see, there'll be somebody decent there for us to snag, guys. Crabtree, it's up in the air because he's supposed to make a lot of money too this next year. I forgot what I was reading. So if he'll negotiate his contract to come in like a lot lower, a lot cheaper, we might keep him for like a third down receiver or something. But he's not a number 2 no more. You know what I mean? The way he played this year, he don't have the speed. He does lazy routes. He uses his hands. You know what I mean? He's overconfident on his hands too much. So he'll give you a lazy route instead of giving a crisp route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what he just said, basically. I don't know. I think Cooper, he needs to work on his hands, but he's reliable in the red zone. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is reliable in the red zone for sure. That's why I'm saying when we were in the red zone, he should have been in there. Because, he does have, those king crab hands. I mean, he does.
I think a tight end would help us in the red zone. I mean, Cook,
Yeah, Cook seemed like he was more of a fast down the field tight end. He wasn't like a red zone tight end. You know what I mean?
I want like a Gronk or a Kelsey even.
Yeah, Cowboys are so good, man.
A,
But you
a
know,
big tight end will help.
I don't see, if we go get a tight end, that's okay. But if not, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, when our draft is there, we gotta.
Up with Mac.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
I think he will reach. I hope he does.
I hope
'cause
he does
played
too,
good.
because he knows he played good towards the end, and he knows that we can't keep him for what he's gonna get paid. If you don't want to restructure, let him go somewhere else. But he did step up at the end of the year, so I would like to see us, restructure him. Yeah, we do need defensive tackles. You know what I mean? Some big guys.
Autry is alright.
Yeah, Archie's more.
Vanderdos will keep him.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's going to keep him for sure. And Jolly, I think, we're still going to keep him. But if we need somebody to team up with Mac, dude. That would make Mac that much better. Mac's already so dominant, but if everyone's triple teaming him and shit, if somebody else could step up, you know what I mean? Then they'd have to shift their blocking scheme around.
Aldon Smith.
I know, Aldon
That's
Smith,
what
but
we
we've
were
been
talking
saying
about
all
today.
year, man. NFL fucking hates the Raiders. They'll do everything just to keep the Raiders down.
Hester is solid as well.
Yeah,
he's
Hester was
pretty
good.
decent.
For being a rookie, he was decent. He made some plays. I see him in his second year with us. But yeah, Aldon Smith, he should have been reinstated a long time ago, man. They let Jeff Gordon get reinstated, and
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon, and he fucking just as much pothead as fucking Aldon Smith. And it's fucking weed. He got busted for smoking weed. You know what I mean? It's legal in half the states, anyways. It's not like it's a performance enhancing drug. But people have different opinions on that. We're not even gonna go there. But I just think the NFL just hates the Raiders ever since Al Davis days. You know what I mean? And Al Davis is the kind of guy that say fuck you. You know what I mean?